Now, Friday marks 3 years since Maltese investigative journalist Daphne Caruana Galizia was murdered in a car bomb attack. Though suspects have been arrested, no one has yet been tried, and the government is now trying to end the investigation. DW correspondent Terry Schultz has met members of the journalist's family and her supporters who are continuing her fight to expose corruption.
Those who thought killing Daphne Caruana Galizia would silence her and protect their secrets achieved just the opposite. All the world knows her name now, and her revelations continue, still fueled by her deep reporting, her dedication, and her DNA.
Our hope lies with getting people within government and within, I guess, other authorities to realize the mistakes they made, undo them, and work to pursue justice.
Ms Caruana Galizia witnessed the aftermath of the car bomb outside their home and has devoted his life to seeing the perpetrators punished while continuing his mother's exposure of government corruption.
If we never get justice for my mother, then a whole lot of other consequences are going to be faced by the government. It's not going to be pretty for them. Is that what they want?
In Brussels, Malta's longest-serving EU lawmaker, David Casa, works to ensure his friend's legacy at a European level. Not only does the press room at the European Parliament Strasbourg location bear her name, now Casa's proposal for a journalism prize in her honor has come to fruition.
I consider this to be the best thing I ever did in this parliament, and I'm so proud of it. This is going to send a message that journalists are not alone, and that journalists are protected by the European institutions.
But that scenario is a long way off, says Maltese journalist and blogger Manuel Delia.
Journalists in Europe live in the glare of the fire that happened here. Those who continue Daphne's work face the same enemies and threats she had.
He's one of them. Like Caruana Galizia, Delia is being sued to retract reporting on wealthy subjects with questionable business practices. Ricardo Guterres of the European Federation of Journalists notes Caruana Galizia had almost 50 such cases against her when she died, some of which her family is still fighting.
It's a way to distract the journalists from their mission in our society, which is to be the watchdog of citizens, the ones, asking those in power, to be accountable.
Journalism advocacy groups are demanding these gag lawsuits be banned. David Casa promises EU legislation is coming, but in the meantime, the Caruana Galizia family is constantly in court.
It's not the way somebody your age should be spending their life, Matthew, is it?
But we have no other choice. I mean, it's either this or, we spend the rest of our lives without justice.
Speaking at a conference on threats to journalists, Manuel Delia had a warning for potential assassins.
Kill a journalist, and 1,000 more will take her place.
With the attention surrounding her death, Delia says, Daphne Caruana Galizia is providing journalists like him with protection she didn't have.
Terry Schultz reporting. This is DW News. Here's a reminder